pitiful Earth creatures! How you take your precarious little position in the universe for granted. There is nothing so fragile in all the cosmos as a life-sustaining ecosystem, and you dare to live your lives in anything but abject terror! Allow us to open your ears with scary
This is Todd Merriman. Welcome to Scary Noises. We have reached it. We are here. This is the Scary Noises Halloween Spectacular.
Took us long enough.
Discover the power of selling. Yeah. My voice, I gotta apologize. Matt, Clayton, Lee Drake, my co-hosts.
Yes.
I apologize to both of you. My voice is completely fucked. I've been working at the Devil's Attic Haunted House, and I've got no voice left.
We know the truth. We know that you've been seeing your boyfriend on the side.
Yeah. My boyfriend on the side.
Taking a couple shots.
Well, you know that because you're sitting here.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of blackmail is this?
I'm not complaining or anything, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, call it what it is.
Do me a favor and shut up a second. I want to introduce our guest star tonight.
Yay.
Very special man. Please welcome Mr. Lewis Bowman to the studio. Lewis, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Fantastic.
Very cool. Okay, so
we're glad to have you.
We're very happy to have you here. Glad you could make it. Now, moving on to what do we have in store for them tonight, Matt?
Well, I'm not really sure, man. We've been receiving these weird, basically, I got into that whole white noise thing where you just kind of tune something to static and maybe you'll get a message from the other side. Well,
was this while you were loaning your computer in the off time hours to SETI?
Yeah.
The search for extraterrestrial intelligence?
It was.
And a lot.
And
you started combing white
it's
noise.
Totally true. Yeah, so they left a whole library of files in my computer or whatever. And so in there was this collection of weird transmissions. I have no idea where they came from or anything, but I know that the thing in Indiana, that's true.
Is it?
That happened, man.
When?
Not that long ago, actually.
Yeah. I've lived in Indiana. Well, wait, how many years ago?
It was what? Only a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Okay. I must have been in the Virgin Islands.
Try watching the news.
Right?
Dude, there's no news in the Virgin Islands.
No shit.
You remember the Indiana thing, don't you, Lewis?
Yeah.
See?
If Lewis says it, it's true.
Okay. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Here's what I got for us, though. This guy... probably the most loyal Scary Noises listener in the entire world. He emailed us.
Listener?
He mailed us at what's our address again, Lee?
Our address is makecontact@scarynoises.net.
And how many emails did we get from this dude?
Like hundreds.
Hundreds.
Like he was actually filling up our space that we have.
Really?
Yeah. He kept like bugging us until I finally mailed him back and said, fine, let me get a hold of Todd.
Oh, that's why you made me go talk to him.
Yeah.
Well,
You didn't tell me this.
I read a few of those emails, and I didn't want to have anything to do with that fucking guy,
dude.
man.
Fuck
Sorry.
you. Fuck both you guys. You made me go see him?
Try checking your email on occasion. How about that?
That's what I have you for, okay? You're the web guy. You check the email.
Yeah, but still.
I just jumped in there because, I got a notification on my phone, so I was like, all right. Don't you ever do that?
I don't read the notifications on my phone.
Do you even have
then
a
you
phone?
deserved it. So are we?
I have the biggest phone you ever saw.
You have a brick.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's get to this
I got
interview.
this interview. Hello, listeners. This is Todd Merriman here, Scary Noises. We are recording from by necessity, undisclosed location, under conditions of anonymity. Our guest tonight, our first ever guest on Scary Noises, will only speak to us under conditions of complete anonymity. So for the purposes of the show, we'll call him Greg. Greg, okay?
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
I am
so
Greg.
when I call you that in a minute, you're not going to get all
No, I got you.
like discombobulated.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Greg, happy to have you on the show.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here. Big fan. Been listening to your show for a while, and man, I'm telling you, I listen to it all the time, and both episodes, they're awesome.
Thanks. I'm really blushing. So Greg, why are you here?
I'm here because I have something to say that I think people need to hear about and know about.
Okay, you have a story for us.
Story implies that it's not true. This is based in reality, 100%.
Based in reality.
Well, I wouldn't say based.
Is there an exaggeration of these events going on? Is this a tall tale you're about to tell me?
No.
Okay.
Truthful.
All right. Truthful. And how did you happen to come by this story, Greg?
Well, happened to me personally at work.
At work.
I was going through my regular daily routine and stumbled upon a scene that it's a little different.
Okay, before we get to the scene, let's let people know where is it you work exactly? I mean, we won't tell the name of the store, but you work in what kind of a store?
I manage an adult entertainment shop.
A porn shop.
Entertainment shop.
Okay, so your wares include fake dicks, vibrating cock rings, lactating mama fetish porn, fat bitch porn, like
adult entertainment videos, and I would say educational material and lifestyle accessories.
Okay, fake dicks it is. And this store has a wax shack in the back, some video booths.
There are some preview booths, yes.
Preview booths. Okay, I'll let you go with that. So there's preview booths in the back, and what did you find there?
Wow, where do I start? Actually, the place to start would be when I was going about my normal check of the place. I stumbled upon a guy who wasn't all there.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume late nights, most of your customers aren't all there.
No, this was different. He was really not all there when I found him.
Oh, okay. You're not making any sense. Can we just go ahead and play the tape you brought us?
Yes. Play the tape.
I've been keeping these voice recordings on this app as a way to prove to you everything that we've talked about in our last few sessions, Brianna. You keep trying to tell me that Steven is just a manifestation of my guilt. An imaginary friend I masochistically created to hurt myself. Well, from one doctor of psychology to another, Brianna, your hypothesis is wrong. I've been dealing with him my entire life. I can hear his voice in my head. I can feel him taking over my fingers from time to time, and up until recently, he's never gotten full control of my body. Luckily for me, luckily for the rest of the world. I ate him, Brianna. I ate him. I remember feeling the warmth of my mother's amniotic fluid. I remember the feeling of Steven's limbs brushing up against my own. I remember the way he withered as I watched him slowly die and become waste matter for her to dispel out of her sex. Instead of being dispelled, I ate him. I will never forget the way he tasted, the sensation of his slightly liquefied body flowing down my throat. If it sounds horrific, it's because it is. You ever wonder why I abuse the prescriptions that you give me? This is why. And that is just the first thing on a long laundry list of traumas that brings up...
Another 6 people have died from complications to injuries sustained in Thursday's meteorite crash in southern Indiana. This brings the death toll to 437. Foreign News Service's Hijram Pakinki has the story.
The tri-counties of Lewis, Goma, and Lincoln in southeastern Indiana can be best described in 2 words: total devastation. Chucksburg, Indiana, on Thursday became the impact site of the most catastrophic meteor collision with the Earth since 1905. If you can't find Chucksburg on a globe, simply go to Google Maps and search McDonald's locations. Follow the 48-kilometer trail of scorched tree line to the cloud of dust. You will find at least a half dozen McDonald's locations in that dust cloud. Chucksburg will be the blue arrow in the center. The president Friday declared it a national disaster area and ordered its immediate evacuation. And while workers in respirators searched the debris for injured and dead, some residents refused to leave, despite no electricity or potable drinking water. Here at St. Dymphna's Catholic Church, the Easter pageant will proceed as planned, but with a couple of twists. The role of Judas will be played by a woman, who will personally hand Pontius Pilate the nails he uses to hang Christ on the cross. All 3 actors will be wearing dust masks and goggles. Father Joseph Harrison said the meteorite and its subsequent evacuation have caused some last-minute casting and costume changes.
All right. Well, when 90% of your parish have been forced to flee their homes, you don't have enough people to cast centurions and disciples. You have to strip the production to its bare bones to tell the story. And God has put me here to tell this story. I'm not going anywhere. No, 3 nails. 3 nails.
Harrison's statement of faith is not the only one to have stirred up controversy. Celebrity evangelist Aloysius Frith, on his weekly Sunday broadcast, suggested the town of Chucksburg, home to roughly 8,000 people and some 24 churches, didn't exercise enough faith.
Sometimes, in situations such as this, it's a matter of who shows God enough love. And maybe if the people of Chucksburg had prayed just a little harder than the people in neighboring Merchantstown, then maybe God would have smote the people of Merchantstown instead. Hallelujah!
For those seeking more secular answers, at this time there are few. The meteorite seems to have caught the astronomy community completely by surprise, so the exact size, mass, and composition of Thursday's meteorite is still unknown. Scientists are waiting for the dust to literally settle before undertaking a full study. Meanwhile, with casualties in the hundreds and damages in the hundreds of millions, those seeking explanation might try wishing on a falling star. Hishram Pakyanki, Foreign News Service.
Thank you, Hizram. The American Red Cross has announced that it is no longer accepting blood donations for the survivors of the meteorite. It is instead urging donors to send money or bottled water. In other news, a jaguar stood up quite a ruckus today in a village.
Listen to them, trying to make sense of all this. Wanting someone to blame. Taking comfort in their damn little dumb-ass jokes. Wondering why we didn't send Bruce Willis in to kick his ass. Thing is, can't make no sense out of something like this. It ain't in the playbook. It just happens. But can't blame anyone for trying, though. You know, after 14 years of serving as this town's public works director, and 3 long days of clearing debris from the roads, sifting through rubble for lost dogs and missing babies, I've had my own struggles sleeping at night, trying to put all this in perspective. Best I come up with, and I know the mayor don't like me talking about this, there was this one fella showed up at the town hall. I ain't never seen a guy so damn mad in all my life. He's a young guy. Just moved in that old house over on Bluster's Edge. You know, where Tri-County is building that new wellness park. Township's been helping out with the water and the sewer and electric and right-of-way and the whole infrastructure. It's going to be a nice little facility, too. And that old house was the only other thing left standing out there. And I'd be damned we didn't forget to check before we closed the road and reroute all the utilities.
So, this is the new place, huh? Wow. It gets really dark out here.
I know, you can see every star at night. I'll give you the nickel tour in a minute, but first, dude, check out these old 45s. They were just in a box in the crawl space. Never heard of any of this. There's one by the Prom Kings, Buddy Friend and the Smilers, and there's like a dozen or so of these by the Ipswich Candle Company.
Discover the power of selling? What the hell could this possibly be?
The Ipswich Candle Company presents Discover the Power of Selling! Whether you're looking to help your husband make ends meet or planning to join the ranks of hundreds of independent women building their own careers, our direct sales program is for you! In this series of audio recordings, we will teach you the secrets of running a successful candle party in your own home or the home of a friend. So turn off the lights, light a green candle and a white candle from your sample case, and listen. Your hostess, America's favorite TV mom, Priscilla Stuffincunt.
Hello, ladies. The complete line of Ipswich products, candles, herbs and spices, cast iron cookware, glass containers, decanters, distillation devices, and fine silver cutlery will make money appear for you like magic. But we're going to need help from a familiar friend. He's a tricky little fellow who walks around on 4 fuzzy little good luck charms, and he's here to tell us how to make your bounty plentiful. Just as soon as I can get him out of my hat. It's our old pal, Rufus Rabbit.
What's happening, Mama? Are we ready to make some bread or what, baby? I dig. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, settle down, Rufus. We've got to get these ladies in the right frame of mind first.
I'm hip, Mama. Let's warm them up with a cheer. Y'all just kneel right in front of them candles you lit earlier and repeat after me. Buddy, buddy, make life sunny. Give me all the milk and honey. Stuff my pockets full of money. Are we rich yet? Are we rich yet?
Not just yet, Rufus. That was just to get us in the spirit. There's a lot more work ahead.
Okay, let's get started.
Rufus, what do you know about the space race?
Ooh-wee, the Russians be sending up a rocket, and we be sending up a rocket, and we keep shooting rockets up there one after another. America is number one. Number one.
What do you suppose is up there, Rufus?
What's up there? I reckon I don't rightly know for sure.
I'll tell you what's up there. Energy. Cosmic energy. And all the rockets in Russia aren't going to figure out how to tap into it. But you listening at home can access it and channel it into highly profitable sales.
How that?
It all starts with keeping an open mind and a positive mental attitude.
Dude, this is messed up.
I know!
We should have one of those candle parties.
I know! Too bad I couldn't find the sample case that came with the records.
Make me a shopping list and let me know. I gotta be at work in the morning. Maybe we can do this next week.
For sure!
That's it. I'm the last. I haven't heard as much as a word from anything in months. Anyone? No, anything is a proper word. For the last couple months, the only sound that I've heard is the wind. And my own voice, of course, but my own calling, screaming voice, fighting against the wind in hopes that anything will answer. I've given up on the idea of another human, of course. I'd give my absolute loyalty back to a god that I've long since forgotten if I just happened to catch a glimpse of a dog. Nope. So I sit here with my last bottle of Jack, my last handgun, and my last bullet. I'm sure that you can figure out what I've got planned. So while you sit here and judge me, maybe I should tell you my story first. You know, I'm not even sure who I'm talking to. I'm sure that somewhere down the line there will be some far-off alien race that for some fucking reason wonders what happened to the human race. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm recording this for nobody at all. Besides myself, that is. But why not? I mean, you're supposed to leave a last message when you commit suicide, aren't you? I guess I'm writing my own eulogy. I apologize for nothing. Hell, there's no one to sin against. Which actually raises a really good question. If everyone who would be offended by an action were dead, would it be still offensive? If I said that I was jacking off right now to a picture of a long-dead fashion model, and you were not actually listening to this, would you be pissed off at me for it? Because guess what? You know, I was going to tell you my story, how my dad had snatched me up from my bed to escape our town, about the fires that scorched the entire horizon, about the bombs, and the crazies, and the things in the dark. But you know what I decided? Fuck you. It's pretty goddamn egotistical of me to think that should I be wrong and there is anyone out there, you'd be listening to a drunk old man bitch before ventilating his skull. I think I'll just get this show on the road. So, here I am. Here's my one bullet, loaded into my one handgun, and put to the side of my one head. Squeezing, not pulling, squeezing. The one very funny mind. You know, if I hadn't known better, I could have sworn I just heard somebody knocking on my door. But I know better. I could feel the barrel going from ice cold to warm on my temple. What the fuck? Sorry. I seem to be suffering from hallucinations. I was wondering when that was going to come back. You see, this isn't the first time I had to deal with Yvette's voice coming from the radio for weeks after. Oh, sorry, Floor. I seem to be inebriated to stand on my own.
I just awoke from a dream in which I was continually getting possessed by a dog that would ram its head into the wall. It sounds funny, but I could feel it. I could feel the drywall going into my skin. I could feel my fur being pulled out by wooden fixtures. And it was terrifying. I could feel things every time the takeover. I could feel my jaw become somebody else's as I began to bark and growl.
So where are we, Greg? What's this tape you brought me? Who's this guy talking?
The guy on the tape is a regular customer. Came in about 2, sometimes 3 times a week. I found out from an old frat buddy of mine that he was a professor at a local college. That's all I know about him.
Okay, who's Brianna?
I don't know. First time I heard that name was on the recording.
Okay, so a guy is a college professor who likes to jack off in public 2 or 3 times a week.
It's not really in public.
Tell us something we don't know, Greg. Like, do you know anything about this? You don't know Brianna? What do you know?
Well, this one night, he came in and he paid me some money to clear out the store so that he could have the entire place to himself. And he had a teddy bear.
I've been feeling him a lot more lately, Brianna. Like a hot needle in the back of my skull. His voice is so piercing. It's like feedback above the sound of my own thoughts. Like it penetrates so deeply, and then I lose control of my limbs. And it's almost like they go numb, but I'm watching them still do things. He's left me notes around my house. I don't know how to shut him out, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You remember last year I got that paper published, the one specializing in demonology. Anyhow, I found a book series by rather innocuous sounding Ipswich Candle Company. And in here, it details how to get rid of a spirit that is inhabiting your body. And this may be the answer that I've been looking for. It says here, reconstruct the environment in which the cheval or possessive spirit took hold of your body. Find an object that you can externalize said spirit into, and when you feel the spirit leave your body, destroy the object immediately. This might be it. The instructions are more in depth than that afterwards with a series of incantations and other things, but I have the object, and I've set up a situation where I can recreate the environment. So here goes.
Okay, so the guy brought a teddy bear in, and there's this recording. Where did you get this recording?
He gave it to me.
Gave it to you?
Yeah, it was on his cell phone.
Okay, so he's recording voice work on his cell phone. But then, okay, I don't understand. What's going on? He's in there. He's got this teddy bear. What's happening? What happened that night?
I'm not really sure what happened that night. But like I said, he paid me to clear out the joint, and he stormed out a good 2-3 hours early. And when I went to check, I mean, there was a huge mess.
Huge mess.
Huge mess. I mean,
like what? Like you mentioned this huge mess. Is it like spunk all over the walls?
No, it was
like
it was different.
You're a glorified jizz mopper. Let's face it.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, I don't mean to ridicule, but really, you come to this with a story. What is this huge mess? I'm tired of you talking so vaguely.
Well, there was a shredded teddy bear, and it's hard to explain. There was bacon strips. Some of them were push pinned on the wall, and then some of them were like masking taped. But let's just say floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
So he ran out of push pins. Clearly, I think we can say that conclusively. He ran out of push pins and had to go to the tape. What?
That's what I said.
This guy just comes in and attaches bacon to all your walls.
Not all of them, just in the preview booth.
He's a professor of psychology.
Which questions? Yes, there's a question there.
So what is he, like, Dr. Kaporkian?
That would be a safe assumption.
Dude, you gotta hear this.
Oh, you listened to them already?
I'm sorry, but can you blame me? June Cleaver and Brer Rabbit team up to teach mid-20th century American housewives to manipulate cosmic energy so they can sell candles? How could I not listen?
Oh, fair enough.
It gets a little off track. On disc 5, they start talking about catching, feeding, and caring for a rabbit. It gets really weird on the B-side of disc 7.
Okay, now. Just place your right arm across your bunny's body to keep him from wiggling. Hey! And with your left hand, pull his head up by his ears so you can get at his throat.
Hey, what's going on here? I want my lawyer.
Make sure you've got your Ipswich silver dagger ready and repeat the Rufus Rabbit cheer.
Hey, cut it out. I'm tickled.
Bunny, make life sunny.
This ain't
Give
funny.
me all the milk and honey.
you gotta let me
Stuff
go.
my pockets full of money.
Help me! Somebody help me! Help me!
Okay, here's where you have to be especially careful because no one wants blood all over their kitchen. Am I right? So gently but firmly, bring your rabbit's blood into the pentacle-shaped groove in your Ipswich granite cutting board.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you think that's weird? Check out disc 9.
Light the gold candle. Light the blue candle. Light the red candle. Now, lay your sanitary napkins together, end to end. Stretch them across the room.
Dude, what happened to your lights?
Clearly, the evil cosmic energy surged and blew a fuse.
What?
Just kidding. Probably those idiots building that damn park next door. I swear, everything about this place was perfect till those bulldozers came in. And they leave their damn work lights on all night. I haven't seen a single star in 3 days. It's so annoying.
So much for our listening party. You, need to crash at my place tonight?
No, I'm good. I'll just stay here and drink these beers really fast before they get too warm. Did you bring those candles, though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need those.
Yes, I haven't forgotten about you.
Down to business, I guess. I must prove to myself that there is nothing there. Well, there hasn't been anything there in so long. At least nothing that could knock on a door. You know, I halfway expected to hear Yvette's voice coming from the other side of that door. Yvette. Poor Yvette. I'd seen on TV that New York's Times Square would be able to sustain itself for a long time. Mainly because of the really cool little upgrades that Ipswich Tech had done. I swear to God, that company was really awesome. They had technology that would just blow your mind. But it's just kind of weird. I kind of get the sense that maybe they knew what was going on, because right before Indiana, they just seemed to bug out. Anyway, my plan was to come here, find a way to tap into the energy source, maybe figure out a way to get a message out to anybody that was left. I was actually surprised at how well that worked out. Say what you will about the human race, but our infrastructure is something to be proud of. Within 2 weeks of getting here, I'd not only been able to set up a powered shelter, but was also able to rig up an internet connection. An actual internet connection. I surfed for hours. I actually had to remind myself that I won't find anything new. But I did. Shock settled from my flesh as I looked at my laptop screen. It was a social website that had users logged on. The forum of this site was littered with posts, things like, "I'm alive in Tennessee," or "I'm here in Oslo." "London has living." That was her. Yvette was in London.
Robert, this is London calling. Come in, Robert.
Yeah, funny, I'm here.
Good to hear, love. We'd lost so many to them. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I'm a bit more careful than the average schmuck. Speaking of which, you did lock your doors and windows. You're nice and secure.
Did I?
Evie, don't joke around.
I'm not joking. But to relieve you, I'm certain I did close and lock everything.
Good. Sometimes I worry about you.
Well, like you, there's no need to worry. I'm not as absent-minded as the others, but I don't want to think about that now. I've been thinking about you all day.
Really? What about?
I could tell you, or I could show you.
Well, that sounds like fun. I wanted to watch her strip. I wanted to watch her do things to herself. I wanted to take things into my own hands, if you know what I mean. But I couldn't. On my screen that showed a gorgeous, increasingly naked woman was something else. Behind her, in the darkness of the space, there were two pale orbs sitting side by side. They didn't move. I thought I may just be jumping to conclusions, but the fear was still there. She wasn't sure if she'd locked all the doors and windows, or was she joking? If one of them had gotten in to where she was, it wouldn't just stand there staring at her, would it? Either one of us would have heard it making that ungodly squealing mockery of speech, wouldn't we?
Robert? Robert? Are you okay? Robert, what's wrong?
Evie, it's probably nothing, but I need you to slowly turn around and tell me what's in the dark.
What?
Just turn around and tell me what is behind you. Evie! 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 God, no! Evie! Evie! Evie!
Evie? Evie, are you there? Evie?
Sweet like honey, Daddy.
Okay, Greg, let me get this straight. you got me hooked, by the way. I just gotta make sure I understand what's going on in this story. You're saying a regular customer in your porno shop would come in or came in one night and strapped bacon to the walls so he could create a womb-like atmosphere in which he could exorcise the ghost of his dead brother that he ate in the womb because it's trying to possess his body.
Apparently, that's what happened.
What?
That's what I said.
That's insane. What and what did you mean earlier when you said he wasn't all there?
That's.
I mean, I think I know.
That's. I'll elaborate on that in a minute. Let's listen to the next recording.
Well, that didn't work. So, what I did discover was that the teddy bear wasn't a big enough host object. I need something larger, so I'm back here again. I'm glad that Greg has allowed me the store to use, and I have, God knows what he found last time he was here. But I have... God, Brianna, this is so embarrassing. The largest thing I could think of that would be right for this thing to go into it's a blow-up doll. She's sitting next to me now. Those vacant eyes staring straight at me, and I'm surrounded by wet, cold meat, but this is as close as I could come to rebuilding the protection of my mother's womb. So, here goes.
Bunny, make life sunny, give me all the milk and honey. Get this demon from out of me.
So, you think you're free of me now? The teddy bear didn't work, did it? I wasn't destroyed, and I'm not
Oh my God. You all right, man? Hey, you all right? What the? Oh my. Hey.
Take my phone.
Okay. Oh my God.
What the fuck are we listening to? Dude, what?
Man, I'm not really sure. I just know what I found.
What did you find?
Well, after I heard the screams, I went in and he was half on the floor. There was bacon on the walls and the ceiling and everything. There was a blow-up doll and a book.
A book? What was this book called?
The Ipswich Candle Company presents a handy guide for exorcism and advanced demonology for an inquisitive mind, volume 13.
Okay, so you found half of body. What? I mean, like half his body was on the floor.
Yeah.
Where was the what do you mean? Like he was sitting on the floor?
No. Like his upper half was laying on the floor with no lower half.
Where'd that go?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. But while I was cleaning everything up, the blow-up doll was full of meat.
Yeah, but bacon.
I don't think so.
Okay, why are you bringing this to my doorstep of my podcast and my little enterprise? Why didn't you call the cops, man?
Well, because I was the only other person there, and they would have blamed me immediately.
Okay, so still, why are you bringing this to me?
Because I believe that people need to know about things that happen in this world.
Like what things? What do people know? What are we supposed to take from this?
I'm not really sure.
Why am I feeling this way? I am almost certain that there is nothing behind that door. There hasn't been another living thing since I found all of those twisted things dead. But what if there is? What if, when I open this door, there's another person? What if I'm wrong? What if at the moment that I am at my lowest, I'm blessed with company? I don't even think I'd care what they wanted from me. Just to hear a human voice again. What if it's not a person? What if it's another one of those things? What would I do? What would I do if I open this door and am faced with a grotesque mockery of humanity that can only speak in shrill, stolen words before it slashed my guts and spilled my intestines to the ground? Will that really be so bad? I mean, I ache for death right now, right? Right? So, here I am, with a hand on the doorknob, ready to turn it and face whatever fate is behind this door. I guess the question now is, do I really want to face this? Am I ready for it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
You have reached the office of Mayor Billy. I am unable to take your call at this time, but if you leave a message, I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. Thank you, and don't forget to register to vote.
Hi, this is Brian at 623 Bluster's Edge. Your work crew severed my power line yesterday, and the electric company says it can't go on city property without your go-ahead. Please give me a call.
Hey, Mayor Billy here. You can leave a message after the jingle. Don't forget to register to vote.
It's been 3 days and I've had to charge my phone in my car just to call you. Please, I have no power at my home to run simple things like my alarm clock. I will
get back to you at my nearest convenience. And, hey, don't forget to register to vote.
Really, I've exhausted all my favors just to get moved in here, and I don't really have anywhere to go. Not that I should have to. I need urgently to speak with you.
Hello, Chucksburg. This is your mayor, Mayor Billy here. You have not actually reached me. This is my voicemail. But I will get back to you at my nearest convenience, as long as you don't forget to register to vote.
I just don't see how your guys have the electricity to run this goddamn work light all night, and I have nothing. The light pours into my
Chucksburg,
bedroom.
how's it going? It's Mayor Billy. You just missed me. I just recorded this brand new voice mailbox to add to my collection. Have you checked it out lately? It's on the interwebs, over on the Facebos, and on Twitter, and Tout even. Check it out at www.chucksburg-voicemail.org. And never forget the jingle. Don't forget to register to vote.
My milk is curdled. My guacamole has turned brown. I can't even keep food in my house.
Don't forget to register to vote.
Just another day at the laundromat. Since I can't wash my clothes at home.
Billy here. I'm just up here. I'm just up to my neck in paperwork here with being a mayor and all this fallout from scandals that may or may not involve a certain Deborah, but feel free to still reach out to your mayor who reaches out to the people. I will get back to you as soon as I can if you leave a detailed voice message, and you don't forget to register to vote.
I can't believe you haven't returned a single one of my phone calls. Do I have to come down there? If I have to come down there, I'm not going to be a very friendly customer, I guarantee you.
Deborah, I'm working on it. Don't forget to register to vote.
Oh, I'm coming down there. I'm coming down there, all right. I'm bringing my turntable and my records and my world records. I'm bringing it down. I'm done with this shit. You motherfucking cock-juggling thundercunt. I'm done. Fuck you.
Don't forget to register to vote.
You ain't gonna believe this, but I was in the mayor's office when he got back from his vacation. Well, he hadn't checked his messages yet, and in barges this little guy carrying a lit red candle and an old turntable. It had a old tin funnel sticking out of it, like he made himself an old-fashioned Victrola. Damnedest thing I ever seen.
Here you sit, doing nothing about the problem your crew created. Your bulldozers run day and night. I can't sleep for all the dust and noise. You just sit here in your brightly lit, air-conditioned office. You disgust me. Well, I tell you, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I have friends in high places, Mr. Mayor. Very high places. Places even above the consciousness of the mayor of Chucksburg. You're going to regret fucking with me. You're going to pay by all the power I can summon down from the cosmos. You're going to pay.
With that, he set his candlestick down. And then he dragged the record across the needle. God, I can't describe the demonic racket that come out of that damn contraption. You know, that's the first time I've ever seen Mayor Billy at a loss for words. That little fella looked at his contraption, looked at us, and threw the damn thing down, and he went away. Damnedest thing is, that little episode happened right there in the mayor's office, just a few hours before the comet hit. And the best we can figure, that thing crashed right into his hall closet. It shattered in about 11 different pieces, but there was still one big chunk that bounced twice and slid right into the high school cafeteria. So here we sit with our thumbs up our asses, hoping for rain. Because you see, a little rain will clean the mud out of the sky. The red stain of our native soil will wash over the land, standing in acre-wide puddles, all of it flowing into the crater in the next few months. Then, in about a year or two, all that skanky crud will be settled to the bottom. Then we can begin work on the Tri-County's Crater Lake Park.
What can I say? I did the boy a solid. I thought I might throw him a bone, as you say. All kidding aside, I carved out this rock to the exact shape of one of your puny human skulls and heaved it through his kitchen window. Of course, that level of detail burnt off on re-entry into your atmosphere. Oh my, that's what you get when you work with solid helium. It's so unpredictable. But say, if your puny, stupid little minds could even conceive of the English I used to whip it around Jupiter, I'm beating one of your proverbial dead horses. Our numbers are legion. Our mission is conquest. So thank you for allowing us to...
Whoa, wait. Excuse me?
I'm pretty sure that we have a couple other things to go over.
Like what?
Well, I think we have some thank yous to do, some business to attend to.
First order of business, Todd. What was with that interview? It ended really abruptly. What did you do?
Yeah, I just got the fuck out of there, man. I don't want Greg around me anymore. Lee, you're sure you blocked that IP address?
Yeah, the IP address is blocked, dude. We're good.
Okay.
Like, I'm kind of concerned that we played that. You realize that makes us complicit in a murder.
I think we can invoke journalist privilege, even if they ask us anything. We don't really know anything. This was under conditions.
This is making me awkward already. This is just freaking me out. So let's
like,
just move right
so
on.
We're agreed. No more Greg.
No more Greg.
Okay.
But let's thank our we got a lot of thank yous to go through this week. First off, we got to thank Tobacco Magazine.
Yeah, issue 4 just hit newsstands around Louisville. Check it out. Look for it. And they're on Facebook.
Yeah, they are on Facebook.
Yes, they are.
And Tao even?
And Tao even.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
But it was a beautiful derailing. I think that
we can just patch back in there, right?
We should. Why would we patch anything? So we have guest stars. We had a lot of folks help us.
Yes, big shout out to our voice acting help: Jake Reber, Brian Schneider, Morgan Rocky, and Stacy Drake.
And we can't forget, we have to thank Lewis for being here.
Lewis, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you.
The pleasure's all yours.
Oh, that didn't sound egotistical at all.
Thanks.
Anyway, remember to check out Scary Noises. Go to www.scarynoises.net. Buy a shirt, make a donation, do something.
Please.
Leave comments.
Yeah.
Contact us.
Tell us how sexy our voices are.
Yeah. You can email us at makecontact@scarynoises.net. We are also on Twitter at scary_noises. We are also on Facebook, fans of Scary Noises.
And Tao.
Even. And on the Facebows, we got the Facebows in there. Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Don't forget to warn the others.